lot about gripping and how we often deal with change that way. But we also just have almost this constant tension in our bodies. So today is about loosening up, letting go a little bit, softening, and getting into those spots that can really start to constrict. So when we make our way to our mat today, I want you to bring your elbows by your ribs and make fists with your hands. Close your eyes. I can't see you, so don't worry about how you look. Close those eyes, and I want you to grip everything. Shoulders up by your ears, scrunch your face, and squeeze, even squeeze those glutes so you are so tight, and then let it all go. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, hold, and squeeze. Feel that tension. And exhale, release. One more time. I can't see you, so go for it. Inhale, hold that breath and squeeze. Intentionally exhale and soften. Bring your hands, palms face down on your knees. That chin drops towards your heart. Let any remaining gripping or tension in those shoulders soften. You are centered. You are grounded. You are open. Ready to greet the now. Fill your lungs with cleansing breaths. When you exhale, soften. Exploring any pockets. I just noticed my fingers were gripping my knees. Relax. Loosen. One more breath. And exhale. The eyes can open and we'll roll down onto our backs. So left knee is going to come in and we pull that knee in. And if you'd like to move it a little side to side, you can do that. Letting it come in and releasing. When we loosen, we want to try and create just this absolute opening and softening. Inhale and exhale. And we'll switch. So right knee comes in, left leg extends, and you can point and flex your feet. Inhale and exhale. Both knees into that chest, and you can rock side to side. Our low backs, we often don't notice them until they give us pain or give us trouble. So this rocking side to side is a way to use the pressure of our body to give us a little massage down there. Then we'll grab our hamstrings and rock up and back. When you come back on those shoulder blades, feel how we get a little massage there. And rocking is this loosening, but it's also a controlled loosening, right? So you have to be controlled. You don't want to fall everywhere. And yet there's this freedom to it. And that's what we're after, a steady freedom. Come all the way up and plant your hands behind you. The soles of the feet plant, and we inhale, lift our hips, and exhale, tap them down. Inhale, rising. Feel the stretch in your wrists and forearms. Exhale, down we go. Lifting on up and lowering. Soles of the feet come together. They don't have to come in super far, and we just lift in our hearts. Those shoulder blades gently squeeze. And when we do that, we create strength, but we also get to those knots that gather on those shoulder blades. And the hips are gently softening because of gravity. We don't even have to do anything. Open wide, loosening up that heart space. And slowly dropping and rising on up, coming onto your hands and your knees. We'll inhale, lift our right arm up to the sky, and exhale, bring that right arm on the earth, right shoulder and right ear land. You can walk your left arm forward. Oh, that feels really good to me today. Loosening kind of the entire shoulder. So on the right shoulder, it's along the scapula, and on the left shoulder, it's on the front of that shoulder. Breathing, bringing your left hand back in. We rise up and let your spine move side to side. Inhale and exhale. Think about loosening in the shoulders and the neck. Now left arm lifts up, and exhale, we come onto that left shoulder. We walk the right arm forward and we loosen. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. Walking the hand back in, coming up. Bring your knees wide, and we sit back on our heels if the knees are okay with that. And if not, you can just kind of stay up here and walk your hands forward. But if you can, come on down. And walk your hands now off to the left. Left or right hand comes on top of your left hand, and we drop our ears in those biceps. And if you can, keep those shoulders even. The left shoulder is going to want to drop more, but try and keep them even. And then sit, especially that right sitting bone, down and back. We are loosening our legs, our knees, our ankles, and the side body. Last breath. The hands walk to center. Inhale and exhale. Hands walk off to the right. So right hand lands, left hand on top. We drop the head in between those arms. Now it's that left sitting bone that we want to emphasize. And you can feel that breath. And maybe think about loosening the back of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, we come to center, rising back up. We'll extend that left leg long and push back. If you want that right knee to hover, you can do that, but you certainly don't have to. One breath. And switching sides, left knee in, right leg back. Pushing back through that right heel, maybe lifting that left knee, maybe not. Totally up to you. And both knees come back in. Those toes tuck. Inhale, slowly lift to a down dog. And exhale, bend those knees. They hover above the earth. Inhale, moving back with flow and freedom. Exhale, knees bend. Inhale, thinking about loosening hips, shoulders, and calves. Exhale. And last time. Looking between our hands, walk that right foot forward, drop to your left knee. And we'll inhale, circle our arms up and around. And bring our fingertips to the earth, lift that back knee, and rise up. Inhale, exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale, those arms lift. Exhale, they soften. You are steady and strong, light and loose. Inhale, exhale. Bring those hands to the earth, stepping back to plank with that right foot. Inhale, knees up or down. Exhale, bring your knees to the mat, and they can be wide or together this time, and we sit back into child's pose. So one of the things we can do to loosen is to move in opposing directions. So the spine can curl up and back, and now the spine is curling down and in. Last breath. We come back up. And we'll do that moving down dog. Inhale, lift to a down dog. Exhale, knees bend. Feel what's going on in your feet. Inhale, we're giving them a little massage and opening in those toes as we exhale and hover. Inhaling, push back. Exhaling, hover. Last time we push on back. Look up between your hands. Left foot steps forward. This time we drop that back knee. Inhale, the arms reach forward, up, and back. Exhale, hands to the earth. We get set. Those back toes tuck. We lift our back knee. Inhale, we rise and balance. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, the arms lift. Exhale, we cactus. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands back to the earth. Step that right foot forward. Your feet are hip width apart, and we're just going to move those arms. So the knees stay bent, and we loosen up in those arms and shoulders. Keep your chin tucked towards your throat. That keeps everything nice and protected. Stay for 4, 3, feeling the movement, 2, and 1. Both hands to your hips. Tuck that chin. Push into those feet. And up we come. Bring your left hand down to the floor. We inhale down and exhale, swim up and back. Other side. Inhale, right arm down. Exhale, backstroke it. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, backstroke. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, back we go. So reverse that. Inhale, right arm up and over, and exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, left arm comes to the back, and exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, right arm from the back. We bring it forward and touch down or come to your knees, whatever you need. Inhale, left arm, and exhale, tap. Bring both hands to your hips, tuck your chin, and rise up. Let's ground that left leg. We're gonna do some balancing. Hands to your hips. They can also come out for kickstands if that feels better. Lift that right knee. Hold on to a wall if you need. If you can, maybe grab with one hand, and you might tip like I just was doing. Maybe both hands, maybe pulling up and in. So you're working your level, and we want to loosen up our minds. So rather than saying, ugh, I can't balance, say, balance is challenging today. I wonder why. Here I am. I'm going to keep working on it. One more breath. Walk it out. Other side. Right foot grounds. You find your hand position, lifting that left knee. Stay. Maybe grab with one hand, maybe with both. Maybe pull up and in. Soften those shoulders. Remember that gripping we did at the beginning? When we balance, it's really tempting to go like this and to quit breathing. But if we soften and rise and breathe, then that's just making us looser and more ready for whatever. Last breath, and walk it out. The right foot is going to plant, left foot is going to come on back. Arms extend, warrior two. We want that right knee tracking over the foot, so not in, not out, and we breathe. Inhale. Exhale with your back hand, make the OK sign, and point down towards your back foot. Make the OK sign with your front arm, and lift up and look at that right middle finger. Bend a little more in that right knee. We are strong, but now can you loosen, which means don't grip and don't effort. So it's effortless effort. One breath. Bring your hands to your hips, and if you can, bring both hands to the earth. Walk your body on a diagonal, and those hands come into down dog, and we drop our ears between those biceps. So we are loosening now that right hip. Inhale and exhale. One breath. And we frame that front foot, and let's really bend into that right knee and lift our hearts. At the same time, push back through your left heel. Now we're stretching that left front thigh. Shoulders down our backs. One breath. And you can always be up here if you need, or that back knee can be down, you decide. Step that left foot forward, however that happens for your body. Inhale, reach your spine, and exhale, fold. Knees bent or straight. Inhale, we come back to standing, arms rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Left foot grounds, right foot steps back. So here we are, warrior two. And we bend into that left knee, but reach back through the right arm. So what that does is it gets that body nice and centered on your hips. You are strong and soft. We make the OK signs with both hands. Right arm drops down, left palm turns up, and we look at that left middle finger. Bend a little more into your left knee. We are strong and graceful. So steady and loose, last breath. Bring your body down, and we come to warrior two legs, down dog arms. So those arms walk off on our diagonal, and we drop the head between those arms. And if this is too deep for you, you could always put a chair right here or get a block. So blocks are amazing because they bring the floor to us. So feel free to always use a block if you'd like. One breath. We turn to face that front leg. We come on the ball of that back foot, bend into that left knee, and lift our hearts. Move our hips toward our shoulders. So the shoulders love to crowd, but if we can move them down the back, notice how that loosens everything. giving us more space and freedom. One breath. We're going to step that right foot forward. And we inhale, reach our hearts. And exhale, bow. And inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to our hearts. Coming into tree. Grounding that right foot. Lift that left knee. So the toes can be on the earth like a little kickstand. They can come to the calf. They can come up on that right thigh. Hands to our hearts. Arms can grow. So sometimes when I tell folks that I teach yoga, they say that they are a frozen block of wood, like a tree in January in Minnesota. But remember the willow. I love willows, hence Willow Yoga, Minnesota. And think about being rooted, but having that flow. Last breath, and we walk it out. Other side. So left foot grounds, we lift that right knee, and we flow. Just like a willow in the breeze. And if we tip, we say, okay. And we get back up, and we reach, and we root. We loosen, and we grow. Open, flexible, free. Last breath. Hands come on down and walk it out. The right foot grounds, left foot steps back, taking triangle. So we flow up. Right knee bends, right hand to right knee, to the calf, to the ankle or the floor. And then we push the hips back and tuck the right hip under. So if you can, we tuck the right hip under and open in our heart space. And that means we loosen on the front of our heart. And we're loosening by strengthening along our backs. We extend through our heads, then maybe look up. Inhale and exhale. Last breath. And we rise back up. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, and we flow freely into triangle on that left leg. And we open by softening the heart on the front, but strengthening the back of our heart. That gives us that support and freedom, the perfect kind of loosening. And we rise up, turning your left toes in. So now we're facing that long edge of our mat. Grab your elbows or interlace your hands. Inhale, hearts lift, bend those knees, and drop the crown of your head toward the floor. And in a posture like this, we really want that stable base, so the stability and support, and then we can loosen through that upper body. So it's always kind of both and with yoga. We want the strength and the loosening. Inhale and exhale. Knees bend. And up we come. Turn to the front of your mat and sweep your arms down and up. Inhale. Exhale, we flow. Inhale, reach that spine. Exhale, right foot steps back. Turn your left toes out. The hands come inside that left foot. Inhale, lift. Stay here. Your hands can be on a block, or you can bring your hands forward, your forearms on a block or the floor. And now we're loosening those hips. And even when we're working in the hips, the shoulders can still crowd our neck. So shoulders toward our hips. And we can find any little pockets where we're holding. And just say, you know what, I don't want to carry this anymore. So letting go. We rise back up. And we'll switch sides. So right foot can step forward, left foot steps back. And we drop that back knee. And we lift on up, stay, or plant your hands, or come onto your forearms. Shoulders toward our hips. Heart forward. Breath deep. We're going to transition to Sphinx. So you can rise back up and then walk that right foot back, or if you're on your forearms, you can just step that right foot back, the hips drop, our hearts lift. And we have this grounding in our sacrum and freedom and looseness in our spine. Shoulders towards your hips, heart rising. And last breath. And we lower, push into your hands, rising up and sitting on your bum. From here, we'll roll onto our backs and take figure 4. So right ankle over left knee, grab your hamstring or your shin, and we breathe. Inhale and exhale. We soften, right foot comes down, left ankle crosses. We grab our hamstring or our shin. We try and keep the neck long and the shoulders dropping. That's the loosening action we'd like. And releasing, bringing your knees together, arms to a T. Drop your knees to the right. Right hand can come to those knees and you can look towards your left arm. Bringing it all out. And we lift up, and we drop those knees to the left, and we look to the right. And inhale, we come up, grabbing our shins or our ankles or our big toes. Happy baby. You can move and massage that low back, or you can grow still so that you can really focus on letting go. And we'll release. Soles of the feet to the earth, knees together, or knees open wide, or legs long. And we continue that work of loosening, softening. There is no efforting here. Only a complete and utter release. The breath is deep, soft. Your body is filled with light and ease. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you have, letting the body continue to loosen. I'll say thank you for practicing with me. Live light.